Hey guys, Adam here, and this video is for all Epic Kidsmen volunteers that serve the 10:30 service. And there will be a certain point where we cut it off and we say, okay, hey, if you're not scheduled for the Sunday, have a great rest of the day, deuces. Or you can watch the whole thing if you want to, even if you're not scheduled. I will be giving away certain prizes, and I'll give out instructions on how to win a prize. So basically, when I give out the instructions, you'll have a chance to win a box of crickets. Now here's the deal. You can keep these crickets if you want to, if you end up winning, and we'll give out several prizes, several boxes of crickets. We got different flavors that you can choose from. You can decide to keep them, eat them as a snack if you want to, or you can share them with your friends, or you can force me to eat three of the crickets. I'll only eat three, but I will, if you force me to, I will eat 3 crickets. Okay, more about that later. So I want to go over some training pieces up front before we get into what's going to happen this Sunday. So one thing is behavior issues, okay? When we're thinking of behavior issues, this is not a matter of if a kid is a good kid or a bad kid. There's no such thing as a bad kid. All kids are good. And misbehavior can come out in different ways, and they're rooted in deeper issues. You know, sometimes, yeah, every once in a while a kid can be acting out just to act out, but there's normally a reason. I mean, they want attention, maybe because they're not getting attention anywhere else. Maybe they're nervous, they're anxious, they're afraid for some reason. You know, a lot of kids are nervous going into kids ministry, especially if they're newer. And so we want to be sensitive. Now, at 10:30 service, our team is mainly made up of youth, and we have adults, but we mainly have youth. And you guys are the heartbeat of this ministry, and I want to thank you. But because of your age, what we need to be careful of how we are correcting behavior, okay? If a kid is misbehaving in large group or in rec time or during worship or during the Bible story time, for my youth, I need you to be gentle and loving as much as possible. Sure, you can correct a kid who's talking or whispering. I want you to do that. Tap him on the shoulder, be like, hey, I need you to pay attention. Or, you know, if you see a kid that's like bothering somebody else, by all means, you can say, hey, but just don't raise your voice. Don't yell at a kid. You have adults in the room that are watching. We're around. And we're seeing if a certain youth volunteer is, you know, trying to correct behavior several times to a child and they're not responding. And let the adults come in and be the ones to try to discipline the child in some way and get a little more stern with the child, maybe put them in timeout and make them face some consequences. So let the adults do that. So it's all about being gentle, being loving. It's all about showing grace. And for our youth volunteers, that's the best way that we need you to respond to correcting behavior. Be gentle, be calm, don't raise your voice. And if you feel like, hey, you know, like I've tried to correct this behavior several times, I've been gentle, and you feel like I think somebody else needs to intervene, by all means, like you can like get one of the directors, Rusha or Tom or Marissa or myself or Miss Lee, or you know, there's several of us that you can get and that will come in and try to correct the behavior, and it may be a little more assertive. But let us take on that role so you guys don't have to. The other thing that I want to go over, we are seeing major progress in the way that you guys are at the end of life groups. This Sunday was like a defining Sunday for me because I saw all the youth and the volunteers head into H222, man, and you guys got ready. We were taping the floors. We huddled up. Y'all prayed together. You went over announcements. We had our tech crew checking mics. I mean, it was like a well-oiled machine. We're getting that down. And then you guys are doing great during the service. Awesome. Where we need to strengthen is when we head down to the pickup zone for parent pickup time. We need to be more proactive about making sure that we're getting all the kids to sit down. If they're in that space and they're a kid, their tails need to be on the floor, sitting down, passing out clipboards, and then you know, giving them their activity sheets. And sitting with the kids and you know, again, helping correct any behavior issues that are going on, and but be proactive. Let's move fast. I mean, we need to hurry up and get them in there, get them settled so that pickup is not so crazy. So please do that. Those are 2 things. Now at this point, I'm going to accept 3 winners for this prize. And basically, if you're the first person, the third person, and the 6th person to text me at 423-876-9993, 423-876-9993. If you're the first person, the third person, the 6th person to text me a fist bump, I want the emoji deal, the fist bump, then you get to pick one of the three flavors. You can either keep it for yourself or make me eat 3 of them. okay? And you'll get those on Sunday. So, and if you're not scheduled for this Sunday, have a great weekend. For the rest of you, just stay with me just for a little bit. We've got Drew is our storyteller this Sunday. Rusha and Emily are our directors, so they're in charge. Storyteller is Drew. Our worship leaders are Sierra and Autumn. Tech team, Brandon, you're on computer. Noah, you're on soundboard. I'll be running rec, and I got such a cool activity for this Sunday. It's going to be so much fun. It involves blanket forts. You're welcome. Okay, and then for our tribes, for kindergarten tribe, it's Olivia, Luke, Rebecca, and Caleb. First grade, it's Cheyenne and Kayla. Second grade, it's Bentley and Olivia. Third grade, it's Josh Grubbs and Josh Sliger. Fourth grade tribe is Christy and Ikea. Fifth grade is Cole Wright. Cole, you're solo in fifth grade. So if any of the other leaders in the tribes, if you feel like your tribe is under control and they're well behaved and you feel good, you may want to move over into fifth grade tribe. But anyways. And it's going to be a great Sunday. I always love it when Drew's up. Sierra and Autumn always do a great job with worship when they worship together. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I will see you Sunday. Remember, it's all about grace and love. We got to remember that we don't know what some of these kids are dealing with at home. And then we also know that we have this amazing ministry at Abbas House where we are reaching the homeless and we're bringing them in. So we also have to be sensitive to kids that may be homeless. We can't expect them to come into large group on a Sunday morning and just be perfectly well behaved, and we can't expect that really of any new families coming in because they need time to get used to everything. And then we have kids that we've seen for a long time, and we know every Sunday they struggle with behavior issues. And so we just need to love all the children really well, and go above and beyond to try to show them love and grace. And we discipline them in love too. And so just keep that in mind, and love you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye.